Well, this is kind of embarrassing, guys. And it's not necessarily embarrassing that I didn't have the answer or trying to figure it out with a little bit of help. I mean, that's really why I started this YouTube channel in the first place, was to learn about my car. But more so embarrassing that after about 2 months ago trying to figure it out and not getting the answer, and then letting it sit for a while, and then putting out the bat signal to all of you guys asking for help to solve this headlight problem, the answer was a very, very simple one. And that answer was indeed a new light bulb. Well, actually, 2 new light bulbs. And before you fry me on this, let me explain why we got away from it being a light bulb in the first place. When the light originally went bad, I obviously ordered a new set of LED retrofit halogen bulbs to replace the ones I already had. I pulled the light out, put the new bulb in, I had the same problem. I grabbed my OEM housings that came with the vehicle originally to test it out and see if it was a board issue with these Helix headlights, put the old bulb and that new bulb I just tested in the OEM housing, plugged it in, same dim result, and not nearly as bright as the passenger side. But today, after asking all of you for help, I decided to try the third bulb, or the second new bulb in this pack. And my problem was fixed. So maybe the moral of the story is, I don't know, don't buy cheap Chinese LED bulbs that are halogen retrofits. But it is thanks to all of you that I was able to figure this out. And it was very simple suggestions that I should have been trying already. Let me show you. So believing that these bulbs were still good, I was assuming it was a wiring harness issue. And many of you, when I asked for help, were asking for what is the voltage here. What I should have been doing all along, if you have a multimeter, great. If you don't, you should probably grab one. I'm not an expert with them and was trying to avoid using it because I am not good with electrical in cars. And that's why it took all you to help me out here. But I found out that the brown wire here, based on some pinouts, is the ground, and the yellow with a blue stripe is the low beam. But even before that, I just checked all of them based on knowing the ground. So I was able to get a reading right around the same level of my battery for all of these, knowing that my voltage going to the bulb was good. So then, once my suspicion started to turn back to the light bulbs, my last final test before ripping off the front bumper to access the headlight access point was to take my OEM halogen headlights, use the second bulb that was bad, and connect it to the harness here on the passenger side, because that's much more easily accessible, and I know this bulb is working. When I connected it with second bad headlight, or bad bulb, it was still dim. Then I threw in that third one, and it looked pretty damn good. So then I started taking apart the bumper and got to work. All right, now for the moment of truth. Oh yeah. So this is just my long-winded way of telling you all thank you, letting you know I got it solved, and thank you for taking the time to offer any advice, support, and potential answers to help me get this solved. And sorry it was such a dumb issue. I got a question for all of you that are still watching. If there was one job that, if there was a Mark 7 Golf Olympics, what could you do faster than anybody else? I'd have to say mine would have to be front bumper removal, because I've done it easily 35 times and feel like I could do this in my sleep. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a video real soon.